Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Carelli, and I'm unfortunately reneging on my promise at the beginning of the month to not do stuff about my dad, comedy, work. I'm probably becoming quite a bore, and I apologize. I just haven't really gotten too much into politics or world events lately, and I just really haven't had time. Even dropping my comedy show like I did a couple of weeks ago, I'm still very busy with work and raising kids. I mean, they're pretty much raised, but I still kind of like them, just hanging out with them, believe it or not. And then trying to be there for my father as he swims his way through assisted living. And so here's what happened. I pretty much have gone through all of his stuff except for the stuff he has with him at assisted living, which actually is fairly significant because he really took way more than he should have. But that was his choice, and we will be going through that for the next few weeks, I'm sure. I think I may have told you guys on a video a few, maybe I don't know. But I was really kind of annoyed with him because he wasn't thankful at all that Logan and I completely moved him in, or not completely, but moved him in as well as we could with all the stuff that was there. He got all upset. Well, you shouldn't have taken stuff out of boxes and put them on shelves. Well, Dad, if we didn't, you wouldn't be able to move around in this tiny apartment. And I did. I told him last week, I said, would you rather have had everything in boxes and you could have gone through it, which you haven't, by the way. If you could go through it, you would have by now. But would you rather have that, or would you rather have a bed to sleep on and maybe be able to get to your bathroom and your kitchen, which are both tiny? Well, the bathroom's not tiny, the kitchen is. So, anyway, I digress. But it does have to do with this. More treasures from the Joe Corelli correction. More treasures from the Joe Corelli correction because I'm apparently have an Asian stereotypical speech impediment collection. So this is kind of cool. This is just stuff I don't know what I'll do with. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on eBay. Maybe I'll definitely keep it for a while. But this is the Bridgehampton race circuit, which doesn't look very special. It's from 1965, so it's a 55-year-old little just pamphlet. It does say official souvenir program. Ooh, I'm sure it's worth a lot. But it's just the ads that were on there. I mean, when you buy Chevron gasoline, you get this oil additive or this gas additive for free. There's an old Pepsi ad that looks oddly modern. Where is she? Where's my pretty Pepsi lady? Just sipping her Pepsi, looking so wholesome and beautiful. Not, outside of that, nothing very noteworthy. A Le Mans ad, but I mean, it looks very modern, to be honest. I mean, that's 1965. You could easily do that ad now and have pretty much the same results, I'm guessing. Come Alive, I don't remember that. You're in the Pepsi generation, so they've been saying that for a while. I thought that mine was the Pepsi generation when Michael Jackson set his hair on fire in a Pepsi ad. I thought that was my generation. Anyway, so that was just kind of a cool thing to come across. My my late uncle's, the young one, Artie, that's his baptism papers. Birth certificate, a copy of the birth certificate, all kinds of crazy stuff, some really cool stuff. Like I said, hopefully the lighting will work with me. Oh, this is kind of funny. This is a typical Joe Corelli thing to have. I don't know how old this is, but it looks like it's from the 60s, maybe the 70s. What every man should know about dressing right. Okay, this is where the lighting might become an issue. We'll see. Some religious stuff, some Jesus stuff. A lot of, these are more modern pamphlets as he is finding God and religion even more on a more personal basis, which is fine. I understand that. I probably will as I get closer to death and mortality. This is really cool. Oops, that's not really cool. Where is it? Sorry, guys. This is less organized than it should have been. But this is really cool. I believe this came out of some photo album, and it's really big, so I can't get too crazy with it, but hopefully I can at least unfold it once. And, oh, there it is. Oh, wait, whoa. So it's 6 of those. It's basically 6 times what I thought. Cool, huh? Jeez. Apparently the neighbor's dogs didn't like that, but it's a cool old picture of somewhere, I assume in New York. I will get together with my mom and maybe do a little research. little Broadway Joe Namath. I think this is from the 60s. I can't see. I should have brought my glasses. Sorry, guys. This is really haphazard how I've done this. This will probably be a 2 or 3 parter, though, because there's a lot of stuff. I'm going to try to end like a good fireworks show and end with the really good stuff in either part 2 or 3. But this is kind of cool. I'm going to keep that. Joe Namath was even a childhood hero of mine when I was a kid, and liked the Jets for a brief moment in time. These are really cool old report cards. This is a very old stamp from probably, I don't know if you can see the postmark on there. Like I said, didn't bring my glasses, so I wasn't thinking. That's probably from the 60s, I'm guessing, based on the age of the stamp, and it's only a 4-cent stamp. Like I said, a lot of report cards, like even from my grandmother. So like I got report cards that I saw the oldest one I saw was 1921, I believe. So 100-year-old report card. I should have had, like I said, I'm not very organized and very haphazard. But geez, what's this? I didn't even get to really look at this yet. Some sort of cards. I'm sorry, guys. Looks like insurance cards, so not very exciting. We'll keep going though. United States. Yeah, this was interesting. I forgot about these. Yeah, I looked at these a couple weeks ago, and then I got sidetracked with life. And then like U.S. ration books, some war stuff, World War II stuff, where people could invest or just help with the war effort, and they like got a stamp book, and then you could use it, I think, to get discounts on groceries and stuff. But you also gave money in the first place, almost like like a war bond type of thing, where you gave money in advance, but then you got something later. Really cool stuff. So, but a lot of this I just need to organize better and maybe do another video on. Just a lot of. But this is just the potatoes. The meat's coming, I promise. Old phone books, old stuff. So. Still got a pretty big box here. It's basically about a shoebox worth of stuff. Now, hopefully, now I'm just taking shots in the dark here. Yeah, this is where it gets a little interesting. I remember, if you guys remember any of my videos about from a couple, maybe 3 weeks ago, where my father had a lot of my uncle's stuff, which I found very odd. He had dog tags from when my uncle served in Vietnam. That's funny. It always makes me chuckle when you say went to Vietnam. You can't just say that anymore. Back up until maybe the year 2000, said somebody went to Vietnam, you just assume that meant they were a veteran of the Vietnam War. Now you can't just say, "Oh yeah, my uncle went to Vietnam." Oh yeah, was it? Do you like was it good tourism? How do you like the sushi? I know that sushi doesn't. I know sushi's Japanese, but you know what I mean. So you actually got to kind of differentiate now and say that yeah, my uncle fought in Vietnam. This is my uncle's wife, Aurea. Isn't this great? So now the question is once again begged. Why does my dad have my aunt's passport and other stuff? Sorry, that got mixed. I had more stuff on here. Oh, here's a really good picture of my grandfather. And now it's funny. I kind of see it. I kind of see it. I was like, okay, don't look exactly like him. You can definitely see the nose and the eyebrows, maybe the lips. I've got little ears. I don't know where I got the little ears from. I haven't seen a family member yet of mine that had tiny ears. My mom has smaller ears than the rest of us, but I don't know. Maybe that's not genetic. So, let's see. Oh yeah, Grandma Mary. I've always told you she was not a looker. So that you just saw my grandfather. This is my grandmother. Better looking in what is this? Probably the 20s. Trying to go with the flapper look. Like I said, not a super attractive woman, but hey, you do what you do, right? And this is somebody's wedding. Have no idea. Let's see. Sorry, this is rather haphazard. And hopefully part 2. Yeah, see more war bonds, I believe. No, war rations, like I mentioned before. Just cool old stuff. You can make a museum out of this stuff. And I might. Oh, here we go. Here's more Aunt Aurea stuff. Some insurance card or something. Oh, is that Social Security? I think that's her social. Did they put a picture on a Social Security card? Hey guys, don't steal her Social Security. She's still alive in California, pushing 80, so be nice. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. But like once again, unusual that my father has. Another thing my father did. This seemed to be something, by the way, that a lot of guys did in the 70s. Was both he and my stepdad, small-time photographers, and they were both pretty good at it. They would carry around 35mm cameras. I mean, these aren't incredible pictures, but, they were attempting to do something cool and of the time. All right, so that's part 1. I'll try to get a little more organized and bring you part 2, or maybe I won't. I kind of just like flying by the seat of my pants. So there's part 1. Maybe we'll definitely do a part 2. We might do a part 3. All right, thanks guys. See you next time. Bye.